Greetings, chemistry students. It's me, Mr. Cheney, with another brilliant tutorial. Yesterday, if you were in class, we did a exciting Nearpod about atomic structure. We reviewed some of the energy stuff that we talked about, kinetic versus potential and chemical and all that good stuff, conservation of mass and energy. And then we went into atoms, the subatomic particles, how they're built, and how we can see them with really cool microscopes and so forth. So now we're going to start building structures, and we're going to use the PhET lab first to do that. So this is the first exercise in the PhET lab in order to build those atoms. We'll also be playing around with building of atoms and molecules in Minecraft, and also we'll be doing a lab next week using toothpicks and marshmallows. So let's get into the first part. This one is just called Build an Atom in the PhET lab. I have an interactive periodic table here which you will need to use to find neutrons and possibly electrons. If you don't remember the very easy thing that protons, the number of those is the same as the number of electrons. I'll show you a couple examples in this video here to get you started. The PhET lab link is right here. You don't have to go through Clever to get it. You just click right through. And let's look at our slide deck right here. So this is what you'll see. Your slide decks are here, and there are 10 of them. So we're going to be building 10. This is just a title slide. You'll put your name here, and we'll start with number 1. So atom number 1, you're going to have to type the name once you figure out what it is. It has 1 proton, so we are going to go open up our lab like so. And if we put in 1 proton, it's going to tell us hydrogen, and it's going to tell us a plus ion. We want to open these things up. So we want balanced atoms. So 1 hydrogen, 1 electron, we have a neutral atom, and we know that this is hydrogen now. So we can type hydrogen here. And we need to paste or put our screenshot of atom number 1 right here. So what we're going to do is, you can do your snipping tool, you can do Control-Shift-S. There's all sorts of different ways to get our screenshot in. So I'm going to screenshot my entire screen, making sure that all 3 of these yellow boxes are open so I can see everything, and put it in my slide. That fit. And we're good. That's hydrogen. So hydrogen, there are no neutrons, so you don't need to look at the table, but once we get to the second atom, which has 2 protons, we're going to have to do that. So we're going to put 2 protons, and we know that protons are equal to electrons, so we're going to have 2. Now, it says mass number 2 right now, but we're going to go make sure that that's true with our periodic table. And so we are helium, and helium says the atomic weight is 4. 4 minus 2 is going to be 2, so that should tell us that we have 2 neutrons. We're going to go back over, make sure that happens in lab. 2 neutrons like this. We've got our mass number 4 equals what our periodic table says it should be. So we're trying to get close to this number. We're going to try to ignore the decimal points as much as possible. And we've got ourselves our second atom. Use our snipping tool or some other means to get a screenshot. We're going to get the whole thing, and we're going to put it over here. Size so we can see. This is hydrogen now. Sorry, helium. I can tell right there. And we're going to keep doing that until we max out our protons and electrons, and probably our neutrons too. You'll notice that electrons, you can only put 2 on the inner ring, and then the maximum of 8 on the second ring. So we're only going to be able to cover the first 10, a couple rows there. So that's how this lab happens. Those are the first 2 that I've done for you. You're going to keep going through until you've got the rest, and then you'll be able to turn this sucker in. So remember, the number of protons for the given atom is going to be up here in the top right. And if you need a reminder, you can go back to the Google Classroom assignment, and your hint for neutrons is atomic mass minus atomic number equals number of neutrons. And that's it. I will be in class to help you along if needed, and I will see you back in class.